standard, late night inferno, crisis in Ismailia.
Scoop by Evelyn Waugh, adapted for radio by Giles Havergal. While still a young man, John Courtney Boot had, as his London publisher proclaimed, achieved an assured and enviable position in contemporary letters. He had published 8 books, beginning with a life of Rambo and concluding with Waste of Time, a studiously modest description of some harrowing months among the Patagonian Indians.
Dancing in the dark, till the tune ends, we're dancing in the dark.
He had many charming friends, of whom the most valued was the lovely Mrs. Algernon Stitch, wife of the Minister of Imperial Defence. Like all in her circle, John Boot habitually brought his difficulties to her for solution.
Looking for the light.
Evening standard, crisis in Ismailia, read all about it.
Mrs. Stitch was still in bed, although it was past 11 o'clock. Her normally mobile face, encased in clay, was rigid and menacing as an Aztec mask. Her secretary, Miss Holloway, sat at her side with account books, bills, and correspondence. With one hand, Mrs. Stitch was signing cheques.
£20 to Mrs. Beaver? I must have been insane.
An elegant young man at the top of a step-ladder was painting ruined castles on the ceiling.
You're putting too much ivy on the turret, Arthur. The owl won't show up, and I'm particularly attached to the owl.
Josephine, the 8-year-old Stitch prodigy, sat on the foot of the bed, construing her day's passage of Virgil.
Munera, darling, like tum-tiddy. Always a short A in neuter plural.
Mrs. Stitch's maid, Britling, was reading her the clues of the morning crossword.
See if terracotta fits.
She had been hard at it since 7:30.
I'm delighted to see you, John. Where have you been? I absolutely loved your last book, Waste of Time. We read it aloud at Blakewell. I put it in the Prime Minister's room.
Oh, did he read it?
Well, I don't think he reads much.
Ismailia crisis, read all about
Now,
it.
John, my dear, what did you want to see me about?
I want to get away from London.
So it's come to that, all on account of your American girl?
Well, mostly.
I warned you before you began. I knew she would pursue you to the death. Is she being frightful?
I've got to get away or else go crazy.
To my certain knowledge, she's driven 3 men into the bin. Where are you going?
That's just what I wanted to talk about.
Rooms in Ismailia.
Ishmaelia seems to be the place. I was wondering if Algie would send me there as a spy.
Not a chance.
No?
4 goners. Algie's been sacking 10 spies a day for weeks. Why don't you go as a war correspondent?
Oh, could you fix it?
I don't see why not. After all, you've been to Patagonia. I'll see what I can do. I'm meeting Lord Copper of the Daily Beast for lunch today at Margot's. I'll try and bring the subject up. Oh, my dear Lord Copper. I expect the Prime Minister is all you say he is, but he's a man of far more taste than you'd suppose. He always sleeps with a boot by his bed.
A boot?
One of John Boot's books. Dear John Boot, so clever and amusing. I wish I could get him to come and see me more often.
Such a divine style.
Boot was a name new to Lord Copper. He resolved to question his literary secretary on the subject. He had become boot-conscious.
Now, Lord Copper, do tell us, as I'm sure you're one of the few people who would know, is there any chance of peace in Ishmailia?
Oh, none at all, I'm afraid, Mrs. Stitch. In my opinion, civil war is inevitable.
A civil war? How terrible! And how sad that there are now so few famous war correspondents to cover it. Who will the Daily Beast be sending to Ishmailia?
But I am in consultation with my editors on the subject. We at the Beast think it a very promising little war. A microcosm, you might say, of world drama. We propose to give it fullest publicity. The citizen little realises the vast machinery put into motion for him in exchange for his morning penny. We shall have our naval, military and air experts covering the war from every angle.
Yes, I suppose you will. If I were you, I should send someone like Boot. I don't suppose you could persuade him to go, but someone like him.
It has been my experience, dear Mrs. Stitch, that the Daily Beast can command the talent of the world. Only last week, the poet laureate wrote us an ode to the seasonal fluctuation of our net sales.
Well, of course, if you could get him, Boot is your man. He's a brilliant writer. He's travelled everywhere and knows the whole Ishmaelite situation inside out.
Boot would be divine.
Hello?
John, it's Julia Stitch. I think it's fixed. Don't take a penny less than £50 a week.
Julia, you've saved my life.
It's just the Stitch service.
That evening, Mr. Salter, foreign editor of the Daily Beast, was summoned to dinner at Lord Copper's frightful mansion at East Finchley. It was a highly unwelcome invitation. Lord Copper explained Nazism, fascism, and communism. Mr. Salter's side of the conversation was limited to expressions of assent. When Lord Copper was right, he said,
Definitely, Lord Copper.
when he was wrong, he said,
Up to a point, Lord Copper.
Well, let me see. What's the name of the place I mean? Capital of Japan. Yokohama, isn't it?
Up to a point, Lord Copper.
And Hong Kong belongs to us, doesn't it?
Definitely, Lord Copper.
Well, then, there's this civil war in Ishmaelia. I propose to feature it. Who do you think of sending? I know the Daily Brute will be sending Hitchcock down them.
We might share one of the Americans.
No, tell you who I want. Boot.
Boot.
Boot. He's a young man whose work I'm very much interested in. He has the most remarkable style. And he's been in Patagonia. And the Prime Minister keeps his books by his bed. Do you read him?
Up to a point, Lord Copper.
No. Get on to him tomorrow. Get him at any price. Well, at any reasonable price.
Bates, and who's Boot?
I know the name.
The chief wants to send him to Ishmaelia. He's the Prime Minister's favourite writer.
No, not the chap I was thinking
Oh,
of.
I've got to find him. Boot. Why, Boot! Here he is!
Huh?
Why didn't the chief say he was a staff man?
At the back of the paper, ignominiously sandwiched between Pip and Pop the bedtime pets and the recipe for a dish called waffle scramble, lay the bi-weekly half-column devoted to nature. Lush Places, edited by William Boot, countryman.
Do you suppose that's the right one? He's supposed to have a particularly high-class style. Feather-footed through the plashy fen, passes the questing vole.
Yes, that must be good style. At least it doesn't sound like anything else to me. Oh, I know the name well now you mention it. Never seen the chap. I don't think he's ever been to London. Lives down in the West Country. Sends his stuff in by post.
Well, I got to ask him to dinner.
Give him cider.
Is that what countrymen like?
Yes.
What are we to talk about?
Mangold wurzels are a safe topic, but you mustn't call them that. It's a subject in which farmers are very touchy. Call them roots.
Oh, I'll send him a telegram. Funny the chief wanting to send him to Ishmaelia.
Boot Magna was a large house, but by no means too large for the Boot family, which at this time numbered 8. There were William, who owned the house and estate, William's sister Priscilla, who claimed to own the horses, William's widowed mother, who owned the contents of the house, and William's widowed grandmother, who was said to own the money. Of William's 3 uncles, Roderick, Theodore, and Bernard, Theodore was by far the gayest, making periodic and disastrous visits to London when he could find some excuse and some money. William's great-aunt Anne owned the motor car, a vehicle adapted to her own requirements. It had a horn which could be worked from the back seat. Her weekly journey to church resounded through the village like the coming of the Lord. Also resident in the house were Nanny Briggs, old Nanny Price, and 7 other servants. The Boots were indulgently spoken of in the district as being poor as church mice.
Help of the helpless, oh, abide with me.
Have the papers arrived this morning, Troutbeck?
Not yet, Mr. William.
William Boot was awaiting the arrival of the morning papers. They were late. It was a matter of great anxiety to William. His job as author of Lush Places was of the utmost importance to him. He was paid £1 a time, and it gave him the best possible excuse for remaining uninterruptedly in the country.
Bring me the beast as soon as it comes.
Yes, Mr. William.
And now it was in danger. On the previous Thursday, a very dreadful thing had happened. Drawing on the observations of a lifetime and half an hour with the encyclopedia, William had composed a lyrical, but wholly accurate, account of the habits of the badger. His sister Priscilla had found the manuscript and altered it, substituting for badger throughout the great crested grebe. It was not until Saturday morning, when it appeared in The Beast, that William was aware of the outrage. All through the weekend he had awaited his dismissal. When Wednesday's paper came, he would find another tenant of Lush Places.
Here is the paper, Mr. William.
Lush Places, Lush Places. Feather-footed through the plashy fens passes the questing vole.
It was all right. By some miracle, Saturday's shame had been covered.
And a telegram for you, Mr. William.
Thank you, Troutbeck. Request your immediate presence here. Urgent. Lord Copper's personal desire. Salter Beast.
Nothing serious, I hope.
I've been called to London, Uncle Theodore.
Have you, my boy? That's interesting. I was thinking of running up for a night myself. I need to see a man in Jermyn Street.
The Megalopolitan Building, numbers 700 to 853 Fleet Street, was disconcerting. William was shocked by the Byzantine vestibule and Sasanian lounge of Copper House.
Oh, Boot, how are you? Don't think I've had the pleasure before. Know your work well, of course. Sit down, have a cigarette. Or do you prefer your church warden?
Hey?
Well, how are your boots, Root?
I beg your pardon?
I mean, Brute.
I expect you want to talk about the great crested grebe.
Good God, no. At least not unless you do.
No, not at all. I thought you might want to.
Not at all. I say, how about some cider?
Cider?
Yes. I expect you feel like a drop of cider about this time, don't you? We'll go out and have some.
To tell you the truth, I don't often drink cider.
You're sure you wouldn't sooner have something else?
No.
You mean you wouldn't?
I mean, I would.
Really?
Really. Much sooner.
Good for you, George. Oh, interesting you don't like cider, neither do I. 2 whiskies, please.
Certainly.
Would you like to go to Ishmailia?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all. For one thing, I couldn't afford the fare.
Oh, we would pay the fare.
Really, I call that a bit thick. I admit, I slipped up on the great crested grebe, slipped up badly. As it happened, it was not my fault. And now you calmly propose to ship me out of the country because of a trifling error. Who does Lord Copper think he is?
Boot, old man, you've got this all wrong. With the possible exception of a Prime Minister, you have no more ardent admirer than Lord Copper. He wants you to work for him in Ishmailia.
Would he pay my fare back?
Yes, of course.
Oh. Well, that's rather different. Even so, it seems a silly sort of scheme. I mean, how will it look in Lush Places when I start writing about sandstorms and lions and whatever they have there? Not lush, I mean.
Sir?
You'll meet a lot of interesting people when you go to Ishmaelia.
Mightn't it be rather dangerous?
You'll be surprised to find how far the war correspondents keep from the fighting. Why, Sir Jocelyn Hitchcock reported the whole Abyssinia campaign from Asmara, 100 miles from the fighting, and he gave us some of the most colourful eyewitness stuff we ever printed. In any case, your life will be insured by the paper for £5,000. I don't think you need worry about risk.
And you'd go on paying me my wages?
Certainly.
No.
No?
No, it's very kind of you, but I think I'd sooner not go. Well, I must be going to Paddington soon to catch my train.
Listen, Lord Copper is willing to pay £50 a month.
£50 a month?
A week. Lord Copper wants you to leave tomorrow.
Oh, I couldn't do that, you know. I haven't packed or anything. No, it's out of the question.
We might offer a larger salary.
Oh, no, thank you. It isn't that. It's just that I don't want to go.
Is there nothing you want?
Do you know, I don't believe there is. Except to keep my job in lush places and go on living at Boot Magna.
Oh, but Lord Copper expects his staff to work wherever the best interests of the paper call them. I don't think he would continue to employ anyone of whose loyalty he was doubtful.
You mean if I don't go to Ishmaelia, I get the sack?
Yes, in so many words, that is exactly what Lord Copper means. Won't you have a glass of port? Lord Copper will see you in the morning.
Come in, Mr. Boot.
Hello.
This is a great pleasure. There are 2 invaluable rules for a war correspondent. Travel light and be prepared.
Right.
And remember that the unexpected always happens. Little things we take for granted at home, like a coil of rope or a sheet of tin, may save your life in the wilds.
Oh.
I should take some cleft sticks with you.
Righto.
Remember Hitchcock, Sir Jocelyn Hitchcock, saying that in Africa he always sent his dispatches in a cleft stick.
Sticks.
Take
Right.
plenty. I never hamper my correspondence in any way. What the British public wants first, last, and all the time is news.
News.
A
Right.
few sharp victories, some conspicuous acts of personal bravery, and a colourful entry into the capital. That is the beast's policy for the war. We shall expect a good, full-length dispatch, which we can feature with your name in about 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
That's everything, I think. Here's Mr. Boot, all ready for his trip, Salter.
Up to a point, Lord Copper.
Can you tell me who is fighting who in Ishmaelia, Mr. Salter?
I think it's the Patriots and the traitors.
Yes, but which is which?
Oh, I don't know that.
I gather it's between the Reds and the Blacks.
Yes, but it's not quite as easy as that. You see, they're all Negroes, and the fascists won't be called black because of their racial pride, so they're called white after the White Russians, and the Bolsheviks want to be called black because of their racial pride, so when you say black you mean red, and when you mean red you say white, but of course it's really a war between Russia and Germany. I hope I make myself plain.
Up to a point.
Now, I think as there are 2 sides in Ishmaelia, the fascists and the communists, claiming to be the national government, you'd be well advised to get 2 visas.
2 visas?
Yes, in 2 separate passports. Now, it's 1 o'clock. You ought to be getting your kit, don't you think? I've telephoned the Naval and Military Emporium and they are expecting you.
William acquired a well-furnished tent, 3 months' rations, a collapsible canoe, a jointed flagstaff and Union Jack, a hand pump and sterilizing plant, an astrolabe, 6 suits of tropical linen and a sou'wester, a portable humidor, and a Christmas hamper complete with Santa Claus costume and a tripod mistletoe stand.
And I'd like a coil of rope and a sheet of tin, please. Oh, and some cleft sticks for my dispatches, you know.
Of course, Mr. Boot. We can have them cloven for you. If you will make your selection, I will send them down to our cleaver.
On the following afternoon, provided with 2 passports, William left Croydon Aerodrome in a specially chartered plane. He did not leave alone. Accompanied by a steward, two figures hurried from the shelter of the office. One was heavily enveloped in an ulster. A check cap was pulled low on his eyes. He was a small man in a hurry, yet a man of unmistakable importance, radiating something of the dignity of a prize Pekingese.
This is a request from a very high quarter, and he would be infinitely obliged if he may accompany you as far as Le Bourget.
Oh, of course, yeah, delighted.
At Le Bourget, the little man and his servant slipped unobtrusively through the throng, and William was bayed on all sides by foreigners. At last he reached the Gare de Lyon and achieved his train. As they left Paris, he made his way uncertainly towards the restaurant car. Opposite him, at the table to which he was directed, sat a middle-aged man. His hair was closely cut and dyed a strong purplish shade of auburn. A cabochon emerald adorned his tie, rubies flashed on his fingers and cufflinks, pearls and platinum stretched from pocket to pocket of his waistcoat. William wondered what his nationality could be and thought perhaps Turkish.
Nein, das Karafenwasser ist ausgezeichnet. The moment they recognize an Englishman, the waiters think they can make a monkey of him. That one was Swiss. Tried to make me buy mineral water. The water in the carafes is excellent. I have drunk quantities of it in my time without ever being seriously affected. May I give you some?
Thank you. I'd rather have wine.
You are interested in wine? I have a little vineyard in Bordeaux, on the opposite slope of the hill to Chateau Mouton Rothschild. I like to have something to give my friends. They are good enough to find it drinkable. You were kind enough to give me a place in your airplane this afternoon.
Oh.
It was a service I greatly appreciate.
No, not at all, not at all. I'm very glad to have been any help.
It was the act of an Englishman, a fellow Englishman.
Oh, please, do not give the matter another thought.
I never do. I try to let these things slip from my mind as one of the evanescent delights of travel. You are on your way to the Côte d'Azur?
No, only as far as Marseille.
I have a small villa near Antibes. I'm on my way there. You are surely not making a long stay in Marseille.
Oh, no. I sail tomorrow for East Africa, for, Ismailia.
Forgive me. I think I must have misheard you. Where are you going?
To Ismailia. You know, the place where they say there is a war?
Yes. The name is in some way familiar. I must have seen it in the newspapers.
The franc-maçon, in which William was obliged to sail, had been built at an earlier epoch in the history of steam navigation and furnished in the style of the day for service among the high waves and icy winds of the North Atlantic. Late June in the Gulf of Suez was not her proper place or season.
Anyone mind if I park myself here?
The newcomer was British, but at first sight unprepossessing. His suit of striped flannel had always fitted snugly at the waist. The sleeves had been modishly narrow. Now, in the midday heat, it had resolved into an alternation of wrinkles and damp adherent patches, steaming visibly.
Not dressed for this climate. Left in a hurry. Hey, you, Alphonse, comprenez a pint of better?
Excuse, no understand.
Me like a big tankard of Bass, Worthington, whatever you got.
Whiskey soda.
All right, Alphonse, whiskey soda it shall be. Beaucoup whiskey, beaucoup soda, tutti sweet. The truth is, my French is a bit rusty. Ooh, you're Boot of the Beast, aren't you? Thought I might run into you. I'm Corker of the UNA. Here, Alphonse, porte vite le whiskey, you black bum.
The waiter placed on the table a siphon and a bottle of whiskey which carried the label Bonnie Prince Charlie, very old genuine Scotch whiskey, André Bloch et Compagnie, Saigon, and the coloured picture of a Regency buck gazing sceptically at the consumer through a quizzing glass.
Alphonse, I'm surprised at you.
No like?
Bloody well no like. Tell me honestly, had you ever heard of Ismailia before you were sent on this story?
Only very vaguely.
On Tuesday, the chief has me and he says, Corker, you're off to Ismailia, East Africa, pack your traps. What's the story, I asked? Well, he said, there's going to be a war. We want spot news and some colour stories. Go easy on the expenses. What's the war about, I asked. That's for you to find out, he said. but I haven't found out yet. Have you?
No.
Well, I don't suppose it matters. Personally, I can't see that foreign stories are ever news. Not real news of the kind UNA covers.
Forgive me, I'm afraid I know very little about journalism. What is UNA?
No kidding.
No kidding.
Never heard of Universal News Agency?
I'm afraid not.
Well, I won't say we're the biggest news agency in the country.
And what, please, is a news agency?
Corker told him.
Well, then why do they want to send me?
All the papers are sending specials.
And all the papers have reports from 3 or 4 agencies?
Yes.
But if we all send the same thing, it seems a waste.
You know you've got a lot to learn about journalism. If someone else has sent a story before us, our story isn't news, see?
Up to a point.
Corker recounted the heroic legends of Fleet Street. He told of the classic scoops and hoaxes, of the confessions wrung from hysterical suspects, of the luscious, detailed inventions that composed contemporary history. How Sir Jocelyn Hitchcock, straddling over his desk in London, had chronicled day by day the horrors of the Messina earthquake. Early next morning they arrived at Steamer Point off Aden. In London, it was the night of the Duchess of Stale's ball. John Boot went there because he was confident of finding Mrs. Stitch. He finally ran her to earth in the Duke's dressing room, sitting on a bed eating foie gras with an ivory shoehorn.
John, how very peculiar to see you. I thought you were in Ishmaelia. The last thing I heard was from Lord Copper. He telephoned to say you had left.
Not a word from him. It's been very awkward.
The American girl? Is she still in hot pursuit?
We said a final emotional goodbye a fortnight ago. She gave me a lucky pig to wear around my neck. It was made of bog oak from Tipperary. We were both very genuinely affected. Since then, I haven't dared go out or answer the telephone. I only came here because I knew she wouldn't be coming.
Poor John. I wonder what went wrong with Ishmaelia. I like the bit about the pig very much.
Passport officers came on board and sat in judgment in the first-class smoking room. William and Corker passed without difficulty. They elbowed their way to the door through the little knot of many-coloured people who had emerged from the depths of the ship. Among them, William recognised a plump, dapper figure. There was a glint of jewellery in the shadows.
Oh, I never saw you on board.
Nor I. I wish I had known you were with us. I would have asked you to dine with me in my little suite. I always maintain a certain privacy on the sea.
This is a long way from Antibes. What's brought you here?
Warmth, the call of the sun.
Where's the man with the Costa Rican passport? Where's the Costa Rican?
Forgive me, I have a little business to transact with these gentlemen.
Who's the pansy? Believe it or not, Corker, I haven't the faintest idea.
Ishmaelia lies in the northeasterly quarter of Africa, giving colour by its position and shape to the metaphor often used of it, the heart of the dark continent. Various courageous Europeans in the 70s of the 19th century came to Ishmaelia. They came as missionaries, tradesmen, prospectors, natural scientists. None returned. They were eaten, every one of them. Some raw, others stewed and seasoned, according to local usage and the calendar, for the better sort of Ishmaelites have been Christian for many centuries and will not publicly eat human flesh uncooked in Lent, without special and costly dispensation from their bishop. In about 1890, the European powers independently decided that they did not want this profitless piece of territory. Accordingly, by general consent, it was ruled off the maps and its immunity guaranteed. A pious old Southern Baptist named Mr. Samuel Smiles Jackson, from Alabama, was put in as the first president. Now, 40 years later, a Mr. Rathbone Jackson held his grandfather's office. On the foundation of the League of Nations, Ishmaelia became a member. Earlier that year, a domestic row broke out in the Jackson family. Mr. Smiles Soom ranked low in the family and had been given a no more lucrative government post than that of Assistant Director of Public Morals. He was not satisfied with this and confronted the family. Angry words followed, and after the tiff, Smiles Soom disappeared from Jacksonburg and issued a manifesto.
The Jacksons are effete, tyrannical, and alien. We Ishmaelites must purge ourselves of their Negro taint. The Jacksons have committed Ishmaelia to the control of international Negro finance and Bolshevism by joining the League of Nations.
In Moscow, Harlem, Bloomsbury and Liberia, keen passions were aroused by the emergence of Smiles Soom and his fascists. In 100 progressive weeklies and left study circles, the matter was taken up, and the cause of the Jacksons as guardians of democracy was energetically restated. Newspapermen flocked to Jacksonburg. The Hotel Liberty, Jacksonburg, was folded in the peace of Saturday afternoon, soon to be broken by the arrival of the weekly train from the coast, and the 15 journalists currently in residence were at rest. In their room, round a little table, sat Shumble, Welper, and Pig, 3 English journalists, and a gigantic, bemused Swede.
I will go for no hearts.
The Swede was resident correspondent to a syndicate of Scandinavian papers, and more. He was Swedish vice-consul, head surgeon at the Swedish Mission Hospital, and proprietor of the combined tea, Bible and chemist shop which was the centre of European life in Jacksonburg.
I said I will go for no hearts.
You can't do that.
Why can I not do that? I have no heart.
But we explained just now.
Will you please be so kind and explain one more time?
They explained.
Where's Hitchcock today? He's on to something. I tried his door, it was locked.
His shutters have been closed all day.
You bet he's on to something.
50 yards distant, in the annex, secluded from the main block of the hotel by a waterlogged garden, lay Sir Jocelyn Hitchcock, fast asleep.
Do you think he's found the fascist headquarters?
I wouldn't put it past him. Whenever that man disappears, you can be sure that big story's going to drain.
If you please, what is Hitchcock?
William and Corker had had a journey of constant annoyance. For 3 days they'd been crawling up from the fierce heat of the coast into the bleak and sodden highlands. During the first day, when they were crossing the fiery coastal plain, there had been no ice. On the second night in the bush, no mosquito nets. On the third night in the mountains, no blankets. Sometime during the second day's journey, the luggage van, which contained William's possessions, had become detached from the rest of the train.
Friendly. Welcome to Ishmaelia, Corker, old chap.
Shumble, good to find you here. And Pig, and Welper.
Yeah, we thought you'd be on this train. What sort of trip?
Lousy. How are things here?
Lousy. Who's with you?
Now, this is Boot of the Beast. He lost all his kit when the luggage van went missing.
Good to meet you, Boot.
Oh, you too.
All the old bunch are here, and Hitchcock.
Hitchcock here? Well, there must be something in it.
What's the situation here?
Lousy.
Oh, I've been told to go to the front.
That's what we all want to do. But in the first place, there isn't any front. And in the second place, we couldn't get to it if there was. You can't move outside the town without a permit, and you can't get a permit. You can't get a word out of the government. They won't admit there is a crisis.
What, not with Hitchcock here? Where is he, by the way?
No, that's what we all want to know.
Probably fixed himself a pass and gone looking for smiles at the fascist HQ. Always works by himself, Hitchcock.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Let the moon come out and play tonight.
Morning, Boot. Time you were showing a leg, old boy?
Yes.
Feeling lousy?
Yes.
It'll soon pass off when you get on your feet. Are my things in your way?
Yes.
Don't think much of this tobacco. Homegrown. Bought it at the station. Care to try some?
No, thanks.
We aren't getting anywhere. We've got to work out a routine, make contacts, dig up some news sources. I don't feel settled.
Is that my toothbrush you're using?
Hope not. Has it got a white handle?
Yes.
Then I am. Silly mistake to make. Mine's green. Anyway, as I was saying, we've got to make friends in this town. Suffer much from dandruff?
Not particularly.
Well, I do. They say it comes from acidity. It's a nuisance. Gets all over one's collar and one has to look smart in our job.
Do you mind if I have my brushes back?
Not a bit, old boy. Just finished with them. Now, time we're off on the morning round. Taxi! Right, where to?
Well, why not the station to ask about the luggage?
Why not? Station! Understand? Station! Puff, puff! All right!
I don't believe this is the way.
I'm damn well sure it's not. Hey, you! Station, you black booby! All right!
The car swerved off the motor road. The driver turned back, shouted opprobriously at a camel driver, and regained the tarmac. Armenian liquor, Goanese tailoring, French stationery, Italian hardware, Swiss plumbing, Indian haberdashery, the statue of the first President Jackson, the statue of the second President Jackson, and the latest and most successful innovation in Ishmaelite life, Popotakis ping-pong parlour, sped past in the rain.
This isn't the station, you baboon!
Yes, all right.
They were at the Swedish consulate, surgery, Bible and tea shop.
Good morning. Please to come in.
We told that ape to drive us to the station.
Oh, yeah, it is a custom here. When they have a white man they do not understand, they always drive him to me. Then I can explain. Please, come in. We are just about to start our Sunday hymn singing.
I'm sorry, old boy. I have to wait till next Sunday. We've got work to do.
Oh, you can't do no work here on Sunday. Everything is closed.
Next stop, the Ishmaelite Government Press Bureau.
Welcome, gentlemen. I am Dr. Benito, Chief of the Press Bureau, and I am pleased to welcome two more gentlemen from the British press. Mr.
The name's Corker from UNA, and this is Brute of the Beast.
Delighted. If you two gentlemen would just sign your cards of identity.
What did you think of that bloke, Benito?
Creepy.
Yeah. Next stop, the British consulate. Vice Consul is a fellow named Bannister. George Bannister.
By God, it's beastly Boot. Good Lord, Moke Bannister.
They had been at school together.
Moke! Oh, this is my colleague, Corker of UNA.
Hello, good to meet you. Beastly, what the hell are you doing here?
No, I'm supposed to be a journalist.
God, how funny. Come to dinner.
Oh, yes.
Tonight?
Yes.
Grand.
Might have asked me too. Just the kind of contacts I can do with.
Is it good for anything, this frightful country?
Oh, no one knows if it's got any minerals because no one's been to see. The country's never been surveyed at all. Half of it's unexplored. The map's a complete joke. Look here. See this place, Lacour? It's marked as a town of some 5,000 inhabitants, 50 miles north of Jacksonburg. Well, there's never been such a place. Lacour is the Ishmaelite for I don't know. Oh? When the Boundary Commission were trying to get through to the Sudan, they made a camp there and asked one of their boys the name of the hill. He said Lacour, and they've copied it from map to map ever since. I can't think why all your people are coming out here. You've no idea how it adds to my work.
Oh, but isn't there going to be a war?
Oh, well, we usually have a bit of scrapping after the rains. There's a lot of bad men in the hills. And the Jacksons usually shoot up a few when they go out to collect the taxes.
Is that all?
I wish we knew. There's something rather odd going on. Our information is simply that Smile Soom and his so-called nationalist government are certainly getting money from someone, Germany maybe, and arms too, I expect. What's more, we aren't very happy about the president. 6 months ago, he was eating out of our hand. Now he's getting quite standoffish.
In his room in the annex of the Liberty Hotel, Sir Jocelyn Hitchcock covered the keyhole with stamp paper and turned on a little shaded lamp. Then he went to the map on the wall, took a flag, and pinned it firmly in the spot marked as the city of Laku. Then he extinguished his light and went happily back to bed.
Oh. 6 o'clock, Boots. Time to be off on our rounds again. Better try the station first, just in case the luggage has turned up. I'll get a taxi. Taxi!
Station!
All right.
Oh, God, he's going to the Swede again.
Good morning. I am very delighted to see you. I am very delighted to see all my colleagues. They come so often. Almost whenever they take a taxi. Come in, please. You are comfortable at the Liberty, yeah? No?
No.
I suppose not.
I say.
The newcomer was a white woman, a girl.
Could I have some cough medicine, please?
A straggle of damp gold hair clung to her cheek. Her mackintosh dripped on the linoleum, and she carried a half-open, dripping umbrella.
Thank you.
Who was the garbo?
She is a German lady. She has been here some time. She had a husband, but he went to do some work outside the city. I do not think she knows where he is. I suppose he will not come back. She lives at the German pension with Frau Dressler. She is not well.
She looks all right to me. Well, we must be going to the station.
Yeah, there is a special train this evening. 20 more journalists are arriving.
Oh, hell.
Oh, for me, it is a great pleasure to meet so many distinguished confrères. It is a great honor to work with them.
Where the hell is he?
I've no idea. Has he gone?
Well, his room's in darkness, window curtains drawn, keyhole covered, no sign of life for days.
Who's this?
It's Hitchcock. He's gone.
Gone?
Yeah, and I bet he's onto something. Bribed the press bureau for a pass and gone off to get a story. Never one of the group, Hitchcock.
First we'll hear is when his story breaks in the Daily Brute back home.
And all our editors will be barking at us to know why we didn't get the story.
Damn Hitchcock.
I'll drink to that.
Corker! I've just got this telegram. Presume your step-taking insure service event general outbreak.
Look at mine. Cable fuller, oftener, promptly a stop. Your service badly beaten all round, lacking human interest, colour, drama, personality, humour, information, romance, vitality. Can't say that's not frank, can you? God rotten.
The special train got in at 7. William went to meet it. So did everyone else. At least 20 journalists and photographers emerged from the first class. The porters began to unload the baggage. On the head of the foremost, William recognized his bundle of cleft sticks, then more of his possessions, the collapsible canoe, the Christmas hamper. The missing van had arrived. All the new arrivals decided to doss down in the Liberty. They overflowed the hotel. Early next morning, William decided to move into Frau Dressler's pension.
Bad policy, old boy. Much better to doss down with the rest of us.
The Pension Dressler stood in a side street and had, at first glance, the air rather of a farm than of an hotel. Frau Dressler's pig, tethered by one hind trotter to the jamb of the front door, roamed the yard. The milch goat was allowed a narrower radius. There was also a gander and a three-legged dog. Other pets came and went with Frau Dressler's guests, baboons, gorillas, cheetahs. The garden had not prospered. 2 sterile banana palms grew near the kitchens, and between them a bush of Indian hemp which the cook tended and kept for his own indulgence.
Mr. Boat, willkommen. Let me show you to your room. It is across the yard.
There was luggage in the bedroom, a pair of woman's stockings across the foot of the bed, a woman's shoes against the wall.
We have a girl here at the moment. She shall move.
Oh, but please, I don't want to turn anyone out.
She shall move. It's my best room. There is everything you want here.
A train of porters carried William's luggage from the Hotel Liberty. When it was all assembled, it seemed to fill the room. William began to unpack.
Hello?
Please, may I have my things?
Yes, of course. Oh, please, let me help.
Thank you. There's not very much, but this bag is heavy. It has some of my husband's things.
William attempted to lift the worn leather bag. It might have been full of stone. The girl opened it. It was full of stone.
They are my husband's specimens. He wants me to be very careful of them. They are very important.
Where to?
Frau Dressler has given me a little room by the kitchen.
Right.
It is up a ladder.
Oh.
It will be difficult to carry the specimens.
Would you like to leave them here?
May I?
Oh.
It would be very kind. That is what I hoped, but I did not know what you would be like. They said you were a journalist.
So I am.
I should not have thought you were one. This little suitcase is all I have, not like you with all your luggage. Oh, how do you use these sticks?
Oh, they are for sending messages.
You're teasing me.
No, indeed I'm not. Lord Copper said I was to send my messages with them.
How funny you are. Oh, dear. It is so long since I laughed, and now it hurts me. What is in this?
A canoe.
Now I know you are teasing me.
Honestly, it's a canoe. Look, I'll show you.
They spread the canvas on the floor. With great difficulty, they assembled the framework of jointed cane. At last it was finished, and the little boat rose in a sea of shavings.
It is a canoe. Look, there are seats. Get in, quick, we must get in. Oh, but it's beautiful. Give me one of the message sticks, and I will row you.
Do I intrude?
Oh, dear.
We were just, trying the canoe.
Yes, whimsical. How about trying the mistletoe?
This is Mr. Corker, a fellow journalist.
Yes, I see he is. I must go away now.
Not Garbo, Bergner.
What does he mean?
He says you are like a film star.
Does he? Does he really say that? That is how I should like to be. Now I must go.
Not bad, old boy. Not bad at all. Sorry to barge in on the tender scene, but there's trouble afoot. Hitchcock's story is broken. We were right. He crept out on a Scotter pass and is at the fascist headquarters scooping the world.
Where?
Town called Larku.
Oh, but he can't be. Bannister told me there was no such place.
Well, there is now, old boy. At this very moment, it's bang across the front page of the Daily Brute. And it's where we're all going, or know the reason why. See you at the hotel.
A meeting of the Foreign Press Association had been called for 6 that evening at the Liberty.
Is the journalist gone?
Oh, yes, I am sorry. I'm afraid he was rather rude.
Was he teasing? Or did he really mean I was like a film star?
I'm sure he meant it.
Do you think so too?
Yes. Very like a film star.
I am glad. My name is Kitchen. I have something to ask. What do you think is the value of my husband's specimens?
Oh, I'm afraid I have no idea.
He said they were very valuable.
I expect they are.
10 English pounds?
Oh, I dare say.
More? 20?
Possibly.
Then I will sell them to you. Will you give me £20 for them?
Well, you know, I've got a great deal of luggage already.
I know what you are thinking. That it is wrong for me to sell my husband's valuable specimens. But he has been away for 6 weeks now, and he left me with only $8. Frau Dressler is becoming most impolite. Please, will you give me the money now? Have you an account at the bank?
Yes.
Then write a check. I will take it to the bank myself. Then it will be no trouble to you.
When she had gone, William took out his expense sheet and dutifully entered the single enigmatic item,
stones. £20.
Someone to care for, someone to care, someone to live for, each hour to share.
Gentlemen! Silence, please, for Dr. Benito, Minister of Information for the Government of Ishmaelia and Head of the Press Bureau.
I have a communication to make on the part of the President. If, as is apparently believed, a journalist has left Jacksonburg for the interior, it is without the government's consent or knowledge. The President has now decided to relax the restrictions he has hitherto made. Those wishing to do so may travel to the interior. They must first apply formally to my bureau, where the necessary passes will be issued. And that is all, gentlemen.
I've had a cable.
What does it say?
Unproceed Laku word, stop. Agencies covering Patriotic Front, stop. Remain contacting comrades, stop.
News XU unreceived, stop. Daily hard news essentialist, stop. Remember rate service cables 1 at 6 per word, beast.
What does it mean?
They don't want me to go to Laku and talk to the fascists. They want me to stay here and talk to the communists.
Oh, I am pleased.
No news at present. Thanks warning about cabling prices, but I've plenty money left, and anyway, when I offered to pay, wireless man said it was all right, paid other end. Raining hard, hope all well England, will cable again if any news. Now, let's go and play ping pong at Popatakis.
The journalists left. For 3 days, the town was in turmoil. Lorries were chartered and provisioned, guides engaged, cooks and guards and muleteers and caravan boys and hunters were recruited at unprecedented rates of pay. There was an evening of anxiety when, immediately before the day fixed for their departure, the passes had not arrived. Late that evening, Dr. Benito delivered them in person.
Here is one for you, Mr. Boot.
I'm not going after all.
Not going, Mr. Boot? But your pass is here, made out in order.
Sorry if it's caused extra work, but my editor has told me to stay on here.
But your colleagues have made every arrangement. It is very difficult. You see, your pass to Laco automatically cancels your permission to remain in Jacksonburg. I'm afraid, Mr. Boot, it will be necessary for you to go.
Oh, rot. I mean, for one thing, there is no such place as Laku.
I see you are very well informed about my country, Mr. Boot. I should not have thought it from the tone of your newspaper.
Well, I'm not going. Will you be good enough to cancel the pass and renew my permission for Jacksonburg?
But of course, Mr. Boot.
Oh.
Good night.
Yes.
The next morning, the train of lorries set off. Rain was now falling hard. William waved. The populace whistled appreciatively. At the gates of the city, the guards slapped the butts of their carbines. As William once more turned to the Pension Dressler, the dark clouds parted above him. The gutters and wet leaves sparkled in sunlight, and a vast iridescent fan of colour, arc beyond arc of splendour, spread across the heavens.
someone to care for, someone to care for you.
Oh, William, I am so happy. Oh, look at the rainbow. It gets bigger and bigger. Soon there will be no room in the sky for it. The rains are nearly over.
Kätchen was smoking a cigarette on the veranda. She had a new dress, she wore scarlet sandals, and her toenails were painted to match them.
The dress came yesterday. There is an Austrian lady who sewed it for me. I wanted to put it on last night when we went to play ping pong, but I thought you would like it best when my hair was done. You do like it.
Oh, immensely.
Pretty?
Oh, very pretty.
Oh, now Frau Dressler is angry with me again because of her bill. But I don't care. What business of it is hers if I sell my husband's specimens? I don't care. I don't care. Do you know what I should like to do today? I should like us to take a motor car and drive into the hills.
Frau Dressler packed a hamper, Dr. Benito stamped a pass. At midday, William and Kätchen drove off towards the hills.
Kätchen, I love you. Oh, darling, darling Kätchen, I love you.
It was the first time in his 23 years. He was suffused and inflated and tipsy with love. He was a stranger alike to the bucolic jaunts of the hayfield and the dark and costly expeditions of his uncle Theodore. For 23 years he had remained celibate and heart-whole, land-bound. Now, for the first time, he was far from shore, submerged among deep waters, below wind and tide, a lush place.
William, you do like me.
I love you. I've told you so all day.
No, you must not say that. My husband would not allow it. I mean as a friend.
No, not as a friend.
Oh, dear. You make me so sad.
Don't cry.
I am so sad you are not my friend. Now I cannot ask you what I wanted.
Oh, what?
No, I cannot ask you. I was so lonely, and when you came out, I thought everything was going to be happy. But now it is spoiled.
No.
It is so easy for you to think, here is a foreign girl and her husband is away. No one will mind what happens to her.
Oh, no, my darling.
No! You are not to touch me. I hate you.
Trouble in paradise, how did it start? We were in paradise, now we're apart.
The next morning, Sir Jocelyn Hitchcock threw open the shutters of his room and welcomed the sunshine. He dressed carefully, set his hat at an angle, and sauntered to the wireless station.
Consider Ishmaelite's story up-cleaned. Suggest leaving agencies, cover-up follows.
Then he returned to the hotel. There was a train to the coast that night.
Learning to cry again, paying the price for trouble in paradise.
William?
Oh, good morning, Kätchen. Oh, Kätchen, darling, don't cry. I'm afraid I was very disagreeable last night.
Yes, why were you like that? It had been so nice until then. Perhaps it was the wine. Why were you like that, William?
Because I love you.
Oh, I've told you are not to say that. When my husband left, he said he would return in a month, or at the most 6 weeks. It is 6 weeks this morning.
Kätchen, there's something I must ask you. Don't be angry. It's very important to me. Is he really your husband?
But of course he is. It is just that he has gone away for his work.
I mean, were you married to him properly in church?
No, not in church.
At a government office, then?
No, you see, it was not possible because of his other wife in Germany.
He has another wife, then?
Yes, in Germany. But he hates her. I am his real wife.
Does Frau Dressler know about the other wife?
Yes, that is why she treats me so impolitely.
But you are German?
My husband is German, so I am German. But there is a difficulty with my papers. My father is Russian and I was born in Budapest.
Is your mother German?
Oh, why do you ask me so many questions when I am unhappy?
Ah.
You are welcome, Frau Rössler.
Dear.
Oh, this cable has come for you.
Kitchen. Oh. To boot from beast. Badly left, all papers, all stories. Imperative, receive full story tonight.
6 your time. Why no news? Are you ill? Flash reply. Your cable's unarrived. Fear subversive interference service. Acknowledge receipt hours immediately. Salter.
To beast from boot. Please don't worry. Quite safe and well. In fact, rather enjoying things. Weather improving. Will cable again if there is any news. Yours, Boot.
Weather improving, Bateson. Weather improving. He's been in Jacksonburg 10 days and all he can tell us is that the weather is improving.
Salter, I have got to write a first leader on the Ishmaelite question. Lord Copper says so. What do I know about it? What have I got to go on? Why don't you cable this Boot and wake him up?
How many times have we cabled Boot?
I have no idea.
Daily. Then twice a day? 3 times yesterday, and in the last message we mentioned Lord Copper's name.
I never felt Boot was really suited to the job.
But he's all we've got.
Send him another cable.
Look, William, another cable for you.
Oh. To boot from beast. Confidential and urgent stop. Lord Copper himself gravely dissatisfied stop.
Lord Copper personally requires victory. Stop. On receipt of this, cable victory. Stop. Continue cabling victories until further notice. Stop. Salter.
What are they all about?
They don't seem very pleased with me in London. They seem to want more news.
How silly. Are you upset?
No. Well, yes, a little.
Oh, poor William. I will get you some news. Listen, I have a plan. I have lived in this town for 2 months. I have many friends. You will pay me $100 a week to get you news, and Frau Dressler will not be angry with me anymore. Will you think it very greedy if I ask for $100 now?
Do you really think you can get some news?
Why, yes, of course. For instance, I am very friendly with an Austrian lady. She made me this dress. Her sister is governess to the president's children, so she knows everything that goes on. I will visit her tomorrow. Only I don't think it would be polite to go to her house and not buy anything. You are paid expenses by your paper?
Yes.
And the man who cuts my hair, he does so for the Minister of the Interior also. He would know a great deal. Only I cannot have my hair cut again so soon. Shall I buy some scent from him? Oh, William, what fun we shall have working together.
But, Kätchen, you know, this isn't my money. You know that if I was rich, I should give you everything you wanted, but I can't go spending the paper's money.
Silly William. It is because it is the paper's money that I can take it. You know I could not take yours. Now I am thinking of what is to become of me. A few weeks and you will go away. I have waited so long for my husband. Perhaps he will not come.
Do you think you could bear to live in England?
I have lived in England. That is where I learned to speak English. It was when I was 16. I worked in a dance hall. I met my husband there. He was so pleased to find someone who could talk German with him.
Kätchen, how long must you wait for him?
I don't know.
Dear Kätchen, will you marry me?
I might go with you now, and then when he comes back, I will go with him. Will that do?
I want you to come to England with me. How long must I wait?
Do not spoil the evening with questions. We will play ping-pong now.
Dancing in the dark till the tune ends. We're dancing in the
That night, when they reached the Pension Dressler, they walked through the yard, arm in arm. The livestock were asleep, and overhead the sky was clear and brilliant with stars.
How long must I wait? How long?
Not long. Soon. When you like.
We can play the music together, dancing in the dark.
The next morning, William awoke in a new world. The rains were over. The dank weeds of Frau Dressler's garden had suddenly burst into crimson flower. A tropic sun blazed in the sky, while beyond the tin roofs of the city was now disclosed a vast landscape, mile upon mile of sunlit highland, crest upon crest receding to the blue peaks of the remote horizon. At 9, the Swede, Erik Olofsson, came to say goodbye.
There is an outbreak of plague down the line, and the government are sending me to organize a hospital. It is stupid work, but Dr. Benito has asked me to go, so I leave now. Where is Katchen?
Oh, she's out shopping.
Good. That is very good. I am very glad she has become your friend. You will say goodbye to her?
Yeah, of course, Eric. Goodbye.
Darling, I have been so happy. Look at what I have bought.
Oh, lovely. Did you get any news?
It was difficult. I had so much to say about the things I was buying that I did not talk politics.
Oh.
Except to the Austrian lady. The president's governess had tea with her yesterday, but I'm afraid you will be disappointed. She has not seen President Jackson for 4 days. You see, he is locked up.
Locked up?
Yes, they have shut him in his bedroom, but the governess is unhappy about it. Dr. Benito and the Russians locked him up 3 days ago, and when his relatives try to see him, they say he is drunk.
Do you think I ought to report that to the beast?
I wonder. It is such a lovely morning. We ought to go out.
Mr. Salter, the editor, seems very anxious for news.
Very well. Only be quick. I want to go for a drive.
He sat at the table, stood up, and sat down again, stared gloomily at the wall for some minutes, and then, laboriously, with a single first finger and his heart heavy with misgivings, he typed the first news story of his meteoric career. No one could have guessed that this was a moment of history, of legend, told and retold over the milk bars of Fleet Street, quoted in books of reminiscence, held up as a model to aspiring journalists, the moment when Boot began to make good.
Boot to Beast, London. Nothing much has happened except to the President, who has been imprisoned in his own palace by revolutionary junta, headed by superior black called Benito and some Russians who Bannister says are up to no good. They say he is drunk when his children try to see him, but governess says most unusual. A lovely spring weather, bubonic plague raging.
A cable for you, Herr Butt.
Ah.
Your contract terminated. Stop. Accept this stipulated month's notice and acknowledge. Stop. Salter Beast.
Sack received safely. Thought I might as well send this all the same.
Finished?
Yes.
Let's go then. I thought we could play ping pong.
The world keeps on turning, you can't stop it turning, for love makes the world go round.
That afternoon there was a party at the British legation. Katchen had not been invited, so William went alone.
The President usually comes, but he doesn't seem to be here today. Odd thing. There isn't a single Jackson in sight. I wonder what's become of them all.
I don't know about the others, Bannister, but the President is locked in his bedroom.
Good Lord, is he? I say, you'd better talk to the ambassador about this. I'll try and get hold of him.
Mr. Boot, isn't it?
Dr. Benito?
You must be very lonely without your colleagues.
No, I much prefer it.
And it is dull for you, very dull, with so little happening in the town. So I have arranged a little divertissement for you.
It's very kind of you, but I'm greatly diverted here.
You are too kind to our simple little city. But I think I can promise you something better. You shall have a little tour of our country and see some of its beauties. The forest of Beau,
for instance, and the great waterfall at Chip.
It's very kind of you. Some other time, perhaps.
No, at once. It is all arranged. I have a motor car. Perhaps you would be able to do a little lion shooting.
Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Benito, but I don't want to leave Jacksonburg at the moment.
There will be room for any companion you care to take?
No, thank you.
You will see most interesting native dances, curious customs.
Now, look here, Dr. Benito, you're being a bore. I'm not going.
Everyone will be very disappointed.
I see Benito and his Russian friends want to get you out of the way. They don't want any journalists here when the fun starts. They even took the trouble to shift Eric Olafson. They told him there was cholera down the line.
Plague.
Some lie, anyway. I'm in communication with our agent there by telephone. Everyone's as fit as a flea.
Another cable for you, Herbert.
Oh, thanks, Frau Dressler. Beast to boot.
Congratulations, story. Contract unterminated. Up follow fullest, speediliest. Salter.
Oh. No, where is Kätchen?
She is not here. A posse of soldiers came for her this afternoon. What? She was arrested.
It's not possible.
Do not distress yourself. White people in prison are well looked after. She will be as comfortable as she was here. There is someone to see you.
Good evening, Mr. Booth.
Dr. Benito!
I have come to take you for a little tour in the mountains.
Why have you arrested Miss Kätchen?
It is a temporary measure, Mr. Booth. She is being very well looked after at the villa of the Postmaster General just outside the town. She asked me to collect some luggage for her. A parcel of geological specimens that were left in your room.
They are my property.
So I understand. You paid $100 American for them, I think. We will buy them back from you. Here is the money.
Get out!
I wish very much to examine these specimens.
Get out!
They are the property of the government.
Get out!
You will hear of this matter again.
Oh, hello, Booth. Sorry to disturb you so late, Bannister. I wonder if you'd keep this sack safe for me.
Of course. What's in it, anyway?
Oh, you can take a look if you like. I bought them off the girl I was telling you about. Apparently, they were collected in the interior by her husband.
Yes, just what I expected. Gold ore. Now, the mountains in the west are stiff with it. We knew it was bound to cause international trouble sooner or later.
Why?
There have been two companies after a mineral concession, German and Russian. President Jackson played one company off against the other for months. Then the Smile Soon trouble started. We're pretty certain that the Germans were behind it. The Russians have been harder to follow. We only learned a couple of days ago that they had bought Benito. It's between Smiles and the Germans and Benito and the Russians, and it looks to me as if Benito has won hands down. I'm sorry. We stand to lose quite a lot if they start a Soviet state here.
Do you mind if I cable this to the Beast?
Well, don't let on that you got it from me.
Oh, of course, of course.
William returned home with a mission. He was going to do down Benito. He foresaw a spectacular cinematographic consummation. Bengal lancers and kilted Highlanders invested the heights of Jacksonburg. With his own hands he grappled with Benito, shook him like a kitten, and threw him, choking, out of his path. Kätchen fluttered towards him like a wounded bird, and he bore her in triumph to Boot Magna. The wireless station closed at 9. At 5 minutes to, William pushed his sheaf of papers over the counter.
Matron, we've got 2,000 words from Boot.
Any good?
Look at it.
Russian plot, coup d'etat, overthrow constitutional government, red dictatorship, imprisoned blonde, vital British interest jeopardized. It's news! Stop the machines at Manchester and Glasgow, clear the line to Belfast and Paris, scrap the whole front page, kill the ex-beauty queen's pauper funeral. This, Salter, is the first front page of foreign news we've had for a month.
You know, Bateson, it's a great experience to work for a man like Lord Copper. Again and again I thought he was losing his grip, but it always turns out he knew best. What made him spot Booth? Huh? It's a sixth sense. It's real genius.
Later that night, when William reached his room, he found it filled with tobacco smoke. A cheroot, one of his cheroots, glowed in the darkness.
Staubnitz.
I beg your pardon?
Staubnitz. That is my name.
A boot.
I must apologize for using your room. Once it was mine.
Oh.
I left some mineral specimens.
Oh, I have them safe.
Well, it is of no importance now. I left a wife, too. Have you seen her?
She is in prison.
Yes, I suppose she is. They will put me in prison, too. They warned me before we started that if I failed, they could not protect me. And I have failed. I am very tired.
Have you had any dinner?
Not for 2 days. I have just returned from the interior. We could not stop to sleep or to look for food.
Oh, there's some food in here if you can get it open.
Food?
Yes. It's a Christmas dinner. Part of the stores I brought with me.
They spread it on the table. Turkey, plum pudding, crystallized plums, almonds, raisins, champagne, and crackers. The German cried a little, nostalgically, teutonically. Then he began to gorge.
3 times they shot at me on the road. But the bandits have very old rifles, not like the rifles we gave to Smiles. We Germans gave him everything: machine guns, tanks, consulates. He was to lead a revolution against the Jacksons and install a fascist government backed by Germany. And all the gold would have come to us.
I ought to warn you that I am a journalist.
That is well. When you come to write of this affair, say that it was not my fault that we failed. It was Smiles' Zoom. We gave him money, and he ran away to the Sudan.
William, quick, come out here.
Oh, Cajun, darling, darling.
Darling, have you got your money with you?
Yes.
A lot?
Yes.
I promised to try for $100 American. Was it too much?
Who is he?
The Postmaster General's chauffeur. They have arrested the Postmaster General. He was a Jackson. All the Jacksons are being arrested. I must go away. We must go away. You must marry me. Then I shall be British and they will not be able to hurt me. And we shall leave Ishmaeli at once. We will go to Europe together. Will you do that?
Oh, yes.
And will you marry me properly in an office?
Oh, yes.
It will be the first time I have been properly married.
Oh, darling.
What is that? William, there is something in your room.
Oh, yes. I'd forgotten. You made me forget.
Es ist mein Fritzi. Wach auf, Liebling. Ich bin's, dein Kättchen.
Kättchen.
Wir sind wieder eins.
Liebling, ich habe dich gefunden, aber ich bin so müde.
Oh, how happy I am. I thought he would never come back. How he sleeps, is he well? Is he hungry?
No, I don't think you need have any anxiety on that point. Within the last hour, he has consumed an entire Christmas dinner designed for 4 children or 6 adults.
William, you sound so cross suddenly. Are you not glad my husband has come back to me?
Come back to you?
William, you are not jealous. How I despise jealousy. You could not be jealous of my husband. I have been with him for 2 years, before ever you and I met. Fritzi! Was sollen wir tun? We must get away.
There is a river. It is high. We could sail down to French territory if we had a boat.
A boat? But you have a boat, William. Our canoe.
They drove through the streets of the sleeping city. The day was breaking as they reached the river. There they assembled the canoe. William and Cajun did the work, as they had done before.
It is very small.
William stood knee-deep among the reeds, holding it with difficulty. The current tugged and sucked. Cajun climbed in, balancing precariously, with a hand on William's arm.
If we get safely to the French border. Shall we leave the boats there for you? Will you want it again?
No.
We might sell it and send you the money. Or we could keep the money until we get to Europe.
It is an abstract speculation. Let us start.
I will send you a postcard to tell you we are well. Goodbye, William.
Goodbye, Cajun.
I know my heart won't beat again until the day we meet again. Sweetheart, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, my dear.
Change and decay in all around I see. Cajun has gone. O great crested grebe, maligned fowl, have I not expiated the wrong my sister did you? Am I still to be an exile from the green places of my heart? Was there not even in the remorseless dooms of antiquity a god from the machine?
And then came a small sound, an insistent, swelling monotone. High above them in the cloudless sky there appeared an aeroplane. A black speck detached itself and fell towards them. White stuff streamed behind it, billowed and spread.
If he comes onto my roof, if he breaks anything, he will pay.
The parachutist came on the roof. He broke nothing. The great sail crumpled and collapsed behind him. He took a comb from his pocket and settled the slightly disordered auburn hair about his temples, bowed to Frau Dressler, and asked for a ladder courteously in 5 or 6 languages. Rung by rung, on pointed snakeskin toes, he descended to the yard.
Why, it is my fellow traveler, the journalist, Mr. Booth, I believe. How agreeable to meet a fellow Englishman in this remote spot. We have never been formally introduced. My name is Baldwin. Will you not share the adventure of lunching with me at Pop-Tacky's bar?
I would be delighted.
Workers of Australia, unite! The rule of Jackson is over. The rule of the people has begun. Our first objective is the development of mineral resources of the workers, by the workers, for the workers. Jackson are to be speedily brought to trial. We declare year 1 of the Soviet state of Eurasia.
And where are your journalist colleagues? I anticipated being vexed by them.
They've all gone off into the interior, to Laku, to look for Smiles Soom.
That is excellent. You will be the sole spectator at the last act of our little drama.
Oh, it won't be much help. They've shut the wireless bureau.
It shall be opened soon. God bless my soul. There's another of those police vans.
And may I ask, since you're telling me so much, whose interests do you represent?
My own. I plough a lonely furrow. But no doubt you are impatient to send off your second message. I trust that the little mystery of the situation here is now perfectly clear to you.
Well, no, not exactly.
No? There are still gaps. Tut, tut, Mr. Booth. The foreign correspondent of a great newspaper should be able to piece things together for himself. It is all very simple. There has been a competition for the mineral rights of Ishmaelia, which, I may say, as their owner, have been preposterously overvalued. Though the German and Russian governments tried to bribe President Jackson, I was fortunately able to offer him gold for his gold concession, and my rivals found themselves faced by the alternative of abandoning their ambitions or overthrowing President Jackson. The Germans chose to set up a native of low character named Smiles Soom as their prospective dictator. The Russians, more astutely, purchased Dr. Benito and the young Ishmaelite party, and are, as you see, momentarily in the ascendant. That, I think, should give you your material for an article.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm sure Mr. Salter and Lord Copper will be very grateful.
As he spoke, there rose from the vestibule a huge and confused tumult, the roar of an engine which sounded like a flight of heavy aeroplanes. The flimsy structure throbbed and shook. The metal-bound doors flew open, revealing a very large man astride a motorcycle. He rode slowly between the ping-pong tables, then put his feet to the floor and released the handlebars. The machine shot from under him, charged the bar, and lay on its side with its back wheel spinning in a cloud of exhaust gas. It was the Swede, but a Swede transfigured.
This is my great friend, But, the famous journalist.
He spanned the counter and fumbled on the shelf beyond. Presently he found what he wanted, the 60%. He knocked off the neck, none too neatly, and set the jagged edge to his lips. His Adam's apple rose and fell.
But is my friend, though I have been made a fool. I have been made a fool by a lot of blacks. They sent me down the line to an epidemic, and I was laughed at. But I am going to tell President Jackson. He is a good old man, and he will punish them. I will go to his residence now and explain everything.
Tell me, your friend here...
Eric Olofsson.
Does he become more or less pugnacious with drink?
Oh, I believe more.
Then let us endeavour to repay his hospitality.
Mr. Baldwin fetched a second bottle of 60% from the shelf, snapped off the neck, and took a hearty swig. Then he passed the bottle to the Swede.
You see, Eric, my friend, Dr. Benito has taken over the town.
Benito? He... bad man.
Very bad. He has imprisoned President Jackson.
Jackson? He, good man.
And he's turning Ishmaelia into a Soviet state, backed by money from the Russians.
Russians are bad people.
Very bad.
They say they are princes, and they borrow money.
Yes.
President Jackson is good old man. He gave me a harmonium for my mission. I think we will go and see my friend Jackson.
At the presidential residence, on this first, and as it turned out last, evening of the Soviet Union of Ishmaelia, a red flag hung black against the night sky. Dr. Benito, backed by a group of young Ishmaelites, stood on the central balcony.
What is he saying?
He has proclaimed the abolition of Sunday, and he is calling for volunteers for a 10-day, 10-hour week. I do not think he has chosen the occasion with tact.
While Benito was well in his stride, a whisper of interest passed through them. Necks were stretched. The Swede had appeared at the ground floor window and, in a lethargic but effective manner, was liquidating the front parlour. He pulled the curtains down, he swept the 14 ornamental vases off the chimney-piece. With a loud crash, he threw a pot of fern through the window. The young Ishmaelites behind Benito began to consult. But the speaker, oblivious to all, continued to churn the night air with Marxian precepts. The Revolutionary Committee left their leader's side and disappeared from view, to return almost immediately en route, retreating before the Swede, who now came into the light of the upper drawing-room, brandishing a small gilt chair over his head. It was not 10 feet drop from the balcony. With one accord they plunged over the rail. Benito was the last to go, proclaiming class war with his last audible breath.
Let us find President Jackson!
I think we may be satisfied that the counter-revolution has triumphed.
Boot to beast. Press collect urgent. Man called Mr. Baldwin has bought country.
No. If you would not resent my cooperation, I think I can compose a dispatch more likely to please my good friend Copper. Boot to beast. Mr. the English financier recalled exploits Rhodes and Lawrence today, securing vast East African concession for British interests in teeth-armed opposition, Bolshevist spies. They will make it into 5 full columns. From my experience of newspapers, I think I can safely say they will print it in full. And now, if you will forgive me, I will say good night. I have had an unusually active day.
Good night.
Boot is back. The man who made journalistic history, Boot of the Beast, will tomorrow tell in his own inimitable way the inner story of his meteoric leap to fame. How does it feel to tell the truth to 2 million registered readers? How does it feel to have risen in a single week to the highest pinnacle of fame? Boot will tell you.
In the customary afternoon din of the Megalopolitan building, Lord Copper sat alone in splendid tranquillity. His massive head, empty of thought, rested in sculptural fashion upon his left fist. He began to draw a little cow on his writing pad. 4 legs with cloven feet, a ropey tail, swelling udder, and modestly diminished teats, all this was straightforward stuff. Then came the problem. Which was the higher, horns or ears? Soon the paper before him was covered with freakish heads. None looked right.
Come in, Salter.
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Copper, but I wanted to consult you about Bucharest.
Someone on this paper must know about cows.
Cows, Lord Copper?
Don't we keep a man to write about the country?
Oh, that was Boot, Lord Copper.
Yeah, well, have him come and see me.
We sent him to Africa.
I'll have him come back. What's he doing there? Who sent him?
He's on his way back now. It was Boot who brought off the great story in Ishmaelia, when we scooped Hitchcock.
Smart fellow, Boot. He was the right man for that job.
It was you who discovered him, Lord Copper.
Of course, naturally. Had my eye on him for some time. Glad he made good. There's always a chance for real talent on the Beast, eh, Salter?
Definitely, Lord Copper.
Preparations going ahead for Boot's reception?
Up to a point, Lord Copper.
Let me see. What was it we decided to do for him?
Yeah, I don't think that the question was ever actually raised.
Nonsense. Boot has done admirably. He's an example to everyone on the staff, everyone. I wish to show my appreciation in a marked manner. When do you say he gets back?
At the end of next week.
I shall make it my concern to see that Boot is substantially rewarded. What, I wonder, would meet the case? I don't want to cheapen official honours among the staff, but I have a good mind to give a knighthood to Boot. How does that strike you, Salter?
You don't think, Lord Copper, that he's rather an inexperienced man?
No, I don't. And I deplore this grudging attitude in you, Salter. You should welcome the success of your subordinates. A knighthood is a very suitable recognition. It will not cost us a penny.
Will mean an increase in salary.
He shall have it. And he shall have a banquet.
Mervyn?
Yes, Prime Minister?
Another name for the honours list. Boot. Knighthood.
Yes, Prime Minister. Are you giving any particular reason?
There's someone of Copper's. I call it services to literature. Some time since Copper asked for anything, I was getting nervous. I'll send him a personal note to tell him it's all right. You might drop a line to, Boot?
Yes, Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's just given me a new name for the honours list. Boot. Writer. Do you know anything about him?
Yes, he's always lunching with Julius Stitch. He writes smutty novels.
Well, write and tell him he's fixed up, will you?
2 days later, John Boot went to see Mrs. Stitch.
By the way, what do you think, Julia? They're making me a knight.
Who are?
The King and the Prime Minister. You know, a real knight. Sir John Boot.
Well...
Is it your doing?
Well, I hardly know what to say, John.
Are you pleased about it?
No, it's hard to say yet. Taken by surprise. But I think I am. In fact, I know I am. Come to think of it, I'm very pleased indeed.
Good. I'm very pleased too. I suppose I did have something to do with it.
Oh, it was angelic of you. But why?
Just the stitch service.
I felt you'd been disappointed about that job on the newspaper.
Telegram for boots. Telegram for boots.
Oh, I'm afraid that must be for me.
Oh, forgive me asking, sir. Were you by any chance Mr. Boot of the Beast?
Well, yes, I suppose I am.
Ah, the missus will be pleased to hear I've seen you. We've been reading a lot about you lately.
Boot from Beast. Copper personally gratified your safe return. Beast representative will meet you,
Victoria. Stop. Please report here immediately you return. Stop. Lord Copper plans banquet in your honour. Must talk about future. Talk business no one. Salter.
And another one.
Oh, right. Boot from Daily Brute. Will you accept 5-year contract, 5,000-year roving correspondent, editor Daily Brute?
Change and decay, in all around I see. O thou who changest not, abide with...
Hello, Uncle Theodore.
Ah, William. Train late?
I don't think so.
Had a good time?
Yes, fairly.
You must tell us all about it tomorrow. Your grandmother will want to hear, I know. Had any dinner?
Yes, thank you. On the train.
Good. We thought you might. We didn't keep anything hot. But there are some biscuits in the dining room.
Oh, thanks very much. I don't think I want anything.
No? Well, I think I'll be going along. Glad you've had such a good time. Don't forget to tell us about it. I can't say I read your articles. They were always cut out by the time I got the paper. Nanny Price disapproved of them. I must get hold of them. Want to read them very much.
Well, Bateson, I've heard from Boot.
Any good?
No, no good. I had this letter from him this morning. Dear Mr. Salter, thank you very much for your letter and the invitation. It is very kind of Lord Copper,
but if you don't mind, I think I won't come to the banquet. You see, it is a long way, and there is a great deal to do here, and I can't make speeches. I have to every now and then for things in the village, and they are bad enough. A banquet would be worse. Will you tell the other editor that I shall be sending him lush places on Wednesday? Yours ever, William Boot. P.S. Sorry, they forgot to post this. Now it's Saturday, so you won't get it till Monday.
You think he's talking turkey with the Daily Brute?
If he's not already signed up.
Ours is a nasty trade, Salter. No gratitude.
No loyalty.
It's enough to make one cynical.
What does Lord Copper say?
But he doesn't know. For the moment, fortunately, he seems to have forgotten the whole matter. But he may raise it again at any moment.
Ah, Salter. I was talking to the Prime Minister last night. The honours list will be out on Wednesday. How are the preparations going for the Boot banquet? It's on Thursday, I think.
That was the date, Lord Copper.
Good. I shall propose the health of our guest of honour. By the way, did Boot ever come and see me?
No, Lord Copper.
But I asked for him.
Yes, Lord Copper.
Then why was he not brought? Once and for all, Salter, I will not have a barrier erected between me and my staff. I am as accessible to the humblest book reviewer as I am to my immediate entourage. I will have no cliques on the Beast. You understand me?
Definitely, Lord Copper.
Then bring Boot here.
Yes, Lord Copper.
Salter, bad news. A friend of my wife's was at a literary lunch. John Boot was there. You know, the novelist, writes smutty books. Well, he was saying, in confidence, of course, that he'd just got a letter telling him he was going to be knighted.
John Boot, novelist.
Two boots. Lord Copper must know.
Lord Copper must never know. There's only one comfort. We haven't committed ourselves to which boot we are welcoming on Thursday. Here's a copy of the invitation. Viscount Copper and the request the honour of your company to dinner at the hotel to welcome the return of Boot of the Beast. We had a row with the social secretary about that. He said it wasn't correct. Lucky how things turned out.
It makes things a little better.
A little.
Salter, this is a case for personal contact. We've got to sign up any boot that may be going, and one of them has got to be welcomed home on Thursday. Salter, you must go down to the country and see William Boot. I'll settle with John Boot.
To the country?
Yes, tonight.
Oh, but I couldn't go tonight.
Well, tomorrow, then.
You think it's really necessary?
Either that, or we must tell Lord Copper the truth.
Master William, there's a telegram for you.
Oh, thank you, Nanny.
Must see you immediately. Urgent business. Arriving Boot Magna Halt tomorrow afternoon, 6:10, Salter.
William, who is Mr. Salter? And
he's,
what urgent business can he possibly have here?
He's the foreign editor of the Beast, Mother. The one I told you about, who sent me abroad.
He can't stay the night. Nowhere for him to sleep.
Put him on.
I knew a chap called Salter once. Had a shop in Soho, but I don't suppose it's the same one.
I believe he means to come today. It's dated yesterday.
Oh.
That evening, Mr. Salter alighted at Boot Magna Halt.
I say... do you happen to know whether Mr. Boot has sent a car for me? He has?
No.
Now, I'm afraid you misunderstand me. I'm coming to visit Mr. Boot. I wondered if he had sent a motor car for me.
He was sent me.
Oh, with the car?
No.
Well, how am I to get to the house?
Why, along of me and Bert Tyler. You can ride along of way.
Ride?
There, along of me and Bert Tyler. And the slag.
Slag?
There, Mr. Roderick's getting in the slag now for to slag the big meadow.
You mean that you have some kind of a vehicle outside full of slag?
There, it's cheaper now than what it will be where Mr. Roderick wants it. You can ride behind.
Well, it's all the same to you. I should prefer to sit in front.
Well, it's all the same to me, but I dursn't let you. The police would have I.
Good gracious, why?
Well, Bert Tyler have to ride along with me because of the testers.
Testers?
No, police don't allow for me to drive except along with Bert Tyler. Bert Tyler, he've had a licence 20 year. But police, they took and tested I over to Thornton.
And you failed?
I busted Tester's leg for he. Ran he bang into a wall, going a fair leg.
Oh, dear. Wouldn't it be better for your friend Tyler to drive us?
No, he can't see for to drive, Bert Tyler can't. Oh, don't be afeard. I can see all right. It be the corners do for I.
And are there many corners between here and the house?
Oh, tidy few.
I'll walk. How far is it?
Well, it's all according as you know the way. We do call it 3 mile over the fields. It's a tidy step by the road.
Perhaps you'll be good enough to show me the field path.
Tain't exactly what you call a path. He just keeps straight.
Well, I dare say I shall find it.
It was 8 o'clock when Mr. Salter arrived at the front door of Boot Magna. He stood under the porch, sweating, blistered, nettle-stung, breathless, parched, dizzy, deadbeat and dishevelled, waiting for someone to open the door. Nobody came. In despair, he began to pound the front door with his umbrella.
What? Ho! Without there?
Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, no doubt you are the friend my nephew William is expecting.
Yes. I've been ringing the bell.
It sounded to me as though you were hammering the door with a stick.
Yes, I was. You see,
You'll be late for dinner, you know, if you stand out there kicking up a rumpus. And so shall I if I stay talking to you. We will meet again shortly. in more conventional circumstances. For the moment, I'll read the duchy.
Nanny, William's friend has arrived in a most peculiar condition.
I know, Mrs. Boot. I watched him come up the drive, reeling all over the place.
He let himself in and went straight off to sleep in the hall.
Best thing for him.
You mean... Oh, you don't think he could have
The
been...
man was squiffy. It was written all over him.
Oh, Nanny, what had we better do?
I say, William's friend has arrived from London.
Yes, Theodore. And Nanny Price and I very much fear that he has taken too much.
He has, by Jove. I talked to the fellow out of my window. He was pounding the front door fit to knock it in.
But what ought we to do?
We'd better keep an eye on him to see he doesn't get any more.
In the library, after dinner, Mr. Salter had his first opportunity of talking to William.
I would not have intruded on you for the world, Mr. Boot, but it was a matter of first-rate importance. There are two things. First, your contract with us. Boot, you won't desert the ship.
Eh?
I suppose the Brute have made a very attractive offer, but believe me, Boot, I've known Fleet Street longer than you have. You'd be selling your soul, Boot. You haven't, by the way. Sold it?
Oh, no. The Brute did send me a telegram, but to tell you the truth, I was so glad to be home that I forgot to answer it.
Thank heaven. Now, I've got a contract here, ready drawn up, duplicate copies. They only need your signature. A life contract for 2,000 a year. Sign here. And then there's the question of the banquet. You had better come up with me tomorrow morning. Lord Copper may want to see you beforehand.
No.
My dear Boot, you need have no worry about your speech. That is being written for you by Lord Copper's social secretary. It will be quite simple. 5 minutes or so in praise of Lord Copper.
No, I should feel an ass.
Yes, I can understand that, but it's only for one evening.
I've felt an ass for weeks, ever since I went to London. I've been treated like an ass.
Yes, that's what we're paid for.
It's one thing being an ass in Africa, but if I go to this banquet, they may learn about it down here.
No doubt they
Nanny
will.
Bloggs and Nanny Price and everyone.
These ladies you mentioned, no doubt they are estimable people, but surely, my dear Boot, you will admit that Lord Copper is a little more important.
Oh, no, not down here.
Ah, William. Thought I'd drop in for a chat with your friend before I turn in.
Oh, well then, I'll be off to bed. Good night, Mr. Salter. Good night, Uncle Theodore.
Glad to have a chance to talk to you. Now, you don't drink, do you? Lemonade? Fact is, I've got some stories which I think should be printed. Hundreds of them, indeed. And a few, of course, you couldn't print. I was wondering if it was
Quite
the kind
outside
of thing
my
you're
province,
used to.
I'm afraid. You see, I'm the foreign editor.
Well, half of them deal with Paris. More than half. For instance...
Yeah, I should love to hear them. All of them, sometime later, but not now.
You pay very handsomely, I believe, on the Beast.
Yes.
Now, suppose I was to write a series of
Mr.
articles.
Boot, let us discuss it in the morning.
I'm never in my best form in the morning. Now, after dinner, I can talk quite happily until any time.
I really must go to bed now. Come to London, see the features editor.
Yes, I will, but I don't want to shock him. I should like your opinion first.
I say, Salter, you look terrible. Have you got William Boot?
Yes and no. Have you got John Boot?
Yes and no. He's signed all right.
So did mine, but he won't come to the banquet.
Mr. John Boot said he had to go abroad at once. Apparently some woman is pursuing him. He doesn't dare come to the banquet.
Mr. William Boot is afraid of losing the esteem of his old nurse. Women. What are we going to say to Lord Copper?
We could rewrite his speech a little. Even in the moment of triumph, duty called, here today, gone tomorrow, honouring the empty chair.
No, that is not the kind of speech Lord Copper intends to make. I've worked for the Beast one way and another for 15 years. I've got a wife to consider.
Well, you at least make other employment. You've been educated. There's nothing in the world I'm fit to do except edit the Beast.
Well, it was your fault in the first place for engaging Boot at all.
You sent him to Ismailia.
I wanted to sack him. You made him a hero.
You encouraged Lord Copper to give him a night.
You encouraged the banquet.
Do either of you know anything about an old chap called Boot? Theodore Boot? Can't get him out of my room. He's been sitting there telling me dirty stories since I came back from lunch. Says you sent him, Salter.
Sharp on time, Lord Copper made his entrance to the inner reception room where his distinguished guest was standing between Mr. Salter and the managing editor. Boot was a surprise. Images were not easily formed or retained in Lord Copper's mind, but he had quite a clear image of Boot, and Uncle Theodore did not conform to it. Was this Mrs. Stitch's protégé? Was this the youngest KCB? Had the Prime Minister commended this man's style? Someone had blundered. Lord Copper turned to his secretary.
Wagstaff?
Yes, Lord Copper.
Memo for tomorrow. See Salter.
Very good, Lord Copper.
My lords and gentlemen, dinner is served.
Lord Copper quite often gave banquets. It would be an understatement to say that no one enjoyed them more than the host, for no one else enjoyed them at all. The provisions were copious, very bad, and very expensive.
Don't think I've ever been to this place before.
No, I suppose not. It is, I believe, the best place of its kind.
Since my time. New places always springing up, other places closing down. The old order changes, eh?
Yes.
Tell me, where does one go on to nowadays?
I beg your pardon?
You know, to round off the evening.
Personally, I intend to go to bed without any delay.
Exactly. Where's the place nowadays?
Wagstaff.
Yes, Lord Copper.
Memo for tomorrow. Sack Salter.
Very good, Lord Copper.
My lords and gentlemen, pray silence for the Right Honourable the Viscount Copper.
Cheer up, it won't last long.
Gentlemen, many duties fall to the lot of a man of my position. Some onerous, some pleasant. It is a very pleasant duty to welcome tonight a colleague who, though young in his service to megalopolitan newspapers, has already added lustre to the great enterprise we have at heart. Boot of the Beast. It is rare to be able to honour one so successful, so soon.
For some time now, his newspapers had been advocating a driving test, by which the applicant for a licence sat in a stationary car while a cinema film unfolded before his eyes a nightmare drive down a road full of obstacles. It was thus that his speech now appeared to him. The opportunities and achievements of youth had been the theme. Lord Copper looked from the glowing sentences to the ruddy Hanoverian face of the guest of honour beside him, and he rose above it. The banquet must go on.
And so, gentlemen, in giving you the toast of Boot, I give you the toast of the future.
A future for Lord Copper that was full to surfeit of things which no sane man seriously coveted.
Of long years of uninterrupted oratory at other banquets, in other causes, of a deferential opening and closing of doors, of muffled telephone bells and almost soundless typewriters.
A future for Uncle Theodore.
2,000 a year. Shady little gentlemen's chambers. Sunlit morning saunterings down St. James's Street between hatter and bootmaker and club. Feline prowlings after dark. A buttonhole, a bowler hat with a curly brim, a clouded Malacca cave.
A future for Mrs. Stitch.
Heaped with the spoils of every continent and every century, gadgets from New York and bronzes from the Aegean, new entrees and old friends.
A future for Cachin.
Darling William, we are going to Madagascar. My husband says I should not have sold the specimens, but I explained that you would pay what they are worth. They are worth £50. We look forward very much to getting the money, so please send it by the quickest way. As you're laughing, Cachin.
A future for William.
Boot to Beast.
Subject, lush places. The wagons lumber in the lane under their golden glory of harvested sheaves. Maternal rodents pilot their furry brood through the stubble.
Outside, the owls hunted maternal rodents and their furry brood. In Scoop by Evelyn Waugh, Matthew Whittle played John Boot and William Boot, Henry Ian Cusick played Bannister, Crawford Logan, Mr. Salter and Dr. Benito, Mark MacDonald, Corker, and Stephen MacDonald, Lord Copper. Sandy Nielsen was Eric Olofsson, Lucy Patterson, Cachin, Gerda Stevenson, Mrs. Stitch, Derwent Watson was Uncle Theodore and Mr. Baldwin, and Bateson was played by Finlay Welsh. The narrator and adapter was Giles Havergal. Scoop was produced in Edinburgh by Dave Batchelor for BBC Radio 4 and is released in the UK by BBC Worldwide.